We simply released 41,000 gallons of water on cue. On your left, that's all Tortuga from Pirates of the Caribbean, 1, 2, and 3. Peru from Indiana Jones, Key with the Crystal Skull. It's been seen as Mexico in House with Hugh Laurie, Shameless on HBO, William H. Macy. But we're going to cross the border now, leave old Mexico behind, enter 6 Points, Texas. This is where we find our original guests, like silent western fame film. But back then, they could cheer the heroes, boo the villains, give actors great feedback to play a live stage show. Since these were silent, it didn't make any difference how much noise they did. Now, if you look at some of the doorways on either side of the tram, you'll notice that some are slightly narrower than usual, while some are just a bit wider. There's a good reason for that. You see, we used to place our cowboys with the smaller doors, make them seem a little beefier, a little brawnier for the camera. If you place the entrees with the larger doors, make them seem a little more petite, a little more neat or rescuing.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy Fallon.
Now look here. Nice folks in this tram don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal lot.
I hear this where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot here.
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff. Lucky shot.
Now what say you mount up and get out of town while the getting's good?
All right. Well, I'll see you again, fella.
Oh, you can count on it, Donnie. Again.
On CSI, this is where Lady Heather tried to have her life taken. Used for an episode of Enterprise called North Star with Scott Bakula. Or Whoopi Goldberg picked up her shot at the end of The Color Purple. It's where Mae West rescued W.C. Fields into My Little Chickadee by shooting him out of a noose. This is the body of water coming up on your right. That's the entire Pacific Ocean. No kidding. Joe McHale's Navy with Tim Conway, Ernest Borgnine, our small body of water was the entire Pacific Ocean. But if we need to go into the ocean, we don't use that. That's kind of gross. We use our underwater tank here on your left, also on your monitors. We'll fill it with fresh water, throw our actors inside, shoot them to see through the glass hatches on the outside. It's Tom Hanks, Dan Aykroyd, and Stevens from Dragnet. Fear Factor drop contestants in there, sealed in plastic bags and handcuffed. Makes one to see how long it would take them to get out. On your left is the opening to the Lion Estates. That's where Marty McFly lived in the Back to the Future series. We would just place those in front of different neighborhoods representing the different time periods shown in the movies. The small grassy area here on your right, that's New York City's Central Park. Well, at least as much as the camera needs to see. We can do our close-ups here in the back lot, use establishing shots of New York City, or we can use a green screen and digitally place New York behind our actors. In fact, we've opened a new soundstage here on the lot. We call it Virtual Stage 1. It's all green screen work. That way, any show in the area, let's say How I Met Your Mother, CBS, they used our backlot for New York. But if they wanted to do a little more detailed work in New York, we could have footage sent from New York to us. We could put it on the green screen so it looked like they were there the entire time. Now, our small body of water not only has it been the Pacific Ocean, it was a beautiful lagoon. Well, it was the Black Lagoon, or a creature from the Black Lagoon. That's where Susan E. dropped off Mrs. Huber's ashes on Desperate Housewives. That's where Norman stashed his victims in Psycho. Now, earlier in the tour, we took it to the virtual world of Skull Island, created with CGI. However, during the filming of Peter Jackson's King Kong, he also used many practical effects, such as miniatures. In fact, over 300 miniatures were built for King Kong, and we're going to take you by one of them now, the Venture, approaching Skull Island. Here on your monitors, you can see how we can use a miniature, a backdrop, and clever camera angles to get the shots we need for the feature. Once we have all the exterior shots we'll need, we'll edit this together with our live action, add the musical score. Here's how it appeared in the feature. everybody, you'll see the difference between the eye of the camera and the naked eye, because we're going to take you down for a closer look at the adventure approaching Skull Island.
So much about the toy. Number one night, we were shooting these photos, and it was a German half-track. It was a half-track from World War II, and we were having a party up in the hills, so John decided he wanted that as a gate piece. So a friend of ours started it up, and we drove off the lot with this fruit carrier and parked it in front of the house for our Halloween party. Well, Monday morning comes, and of course, phone calls are coming into our agent. Where's my half-track? It was a television series that had been shooting, and they needed it, and it was gone. And we had to say, well, Lucy borrowed it for the weekend. But of course, he could get away with stuff like that.
Those are good times when Belushi was here filming Blues Brothers. Right now, we're going to head up into an area we call Little Europe. We call it that simply because we can make it look like any country in Europe we wish. We simply just change the languages on the signs and in the windows. This is where we picked up our first Academy Award for Best Picture back in 1930 for All Quiet on the Western Front. You've seen this in Angels and Demons with Tom Hanks. The Good German with George Clooney, Kate Blanchett. Road We're On with Pamplona, Spain, and the Running the Bull sequence from City Slickers, Billy Crystal, Daniel Stern. This was all Genovia for Princess Diaries 2 with Anne Hathaway, Julie Andrews. Port Royal for Pirates of the Caribbean 1, 2, and 3. TV shows like NCIS, Chuck, Heroes, True Blood, Curb Your Enthusiasm have all filmed here in Little Europe. But Little Europe is best known for giving rise to the monster movies back in the late 20s and early 30s when Universal created the horror genre. Here on the right is the Court of Miracles, named after Lon Chaney's Hunchback of Notre Dame. Now, Lon Chaney was known as Man of a Thousand Faces because of the great makeup techniques that he developed all on his own. But he was also what they called a method actor. In fact, underneath that makeup he had created for the Hunchback, he had tied his neck to his leg, so he could never stand upright. He wanted to be in character at all times. Back to look at some of our contemporary filmmakers, again discussing our monsters.
When we think of Universal, we think of monsters.
Dracula, Frankenstein,
Wolfman, Bride of Frankenstein, The Mummy, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Invisible Man,
Phantom of the Opera.
Classic films. They're just brilliantly made.
That Frankenstein image, flathead, bolt.
It's one of the great icons of the world. That to me was like the essence of the Universal horror film.
And I was just mesmerized by these movies.
Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney.
I remember the original Universal Studios Mummy movie really scaring me.
They still ring in our memories now, and we love them.
And unfortunately, our monsters will never get to rest in peace because we're going to resurrect them again and again and again. Stephen Summers brought the Mummy back to life using CGI. Actor Arnold Vosloo. Ethan did the same for Dracula and the Wolfman in Van Helsing. For Benicio del Toro's turn as the Wolfman, we return to our practical makeup effects and won an Academy Award for makeup. Little Europe has been used for an upcoming feature called The Incredible Burt Wonderstone, starring Steve Carell and Jim Carrey. They're rival magicians. The open courtyard coming up the right was the inside of a tavern in Pirates of the Caribbean 2, Dead Man's Chest. That's where Captain Jack picked up a new crew to chase after the Black Pearl. It's where Adam Sandler stopped his martial arts skills and you don't mess with the Zohan. It's where the late Elizabeth Taylor doing over the White Diamonds commercials.
Let's go. We can take this forward.
Now, our monster movies pretty much got their start in the sound era with Bela Lugosi, who originally